gave us the power, so we He's showing out, that's why we
Yo, we is back with the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show. I believe it is episode number 18. Glad to be with you. It's a whole brother. First of all, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm over here sweating. I'm probably gonna lose about 5 pounds by the time this show is over with, but the show must go on.
The show must go on. We're gonna keep going.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Before anybody say it, yes, I'm in a hoodie because I'm cold while I'm sweating. It's a very hard, complicated thing.
Don't ask too many questions. Ain't none of your business, fam. Just be happy your brother is here, live and in the flesh, live and direct from St. Louis, Missouri. Repping at Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't repping
number one in the East.
Number two
in the league, I think.
That's right. I was about to try to throw a gang sign in the NBA. I didn't know how to make the beat.
You ain't about to trick me. About to be up here throwing up beads and showing you how to spell it.
Lord help us all.
No, it ain't got nothing to do about the age, brother.
Mr. G, what's up, sir? Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with the age. Nothing to do with the age, man. But
no,
we got a fun show tonight, man. So much going on in sports, and we don't want to delay any longer. If you ain't here, well, I ain't gonna do it like that, Rob. I can't do it like that, man. Hey, if you watching, man, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let your people know what's good. Let your people know we on. We live right now. Hagens, what's up, bro? How you doing,
what
sir?
What up, little bro? Hey, I tell you what, if you watching us on Facebook, go ahead and share it in them 20 million groups you in that you never go through. Just throw it up. Share it right now. Hey, bro.
Because we going to tell you something. Because we do.
We do it. I'm going to let y'all know right now, bro. I'm in so many groups, and I'm like, when did I come in this group? Why do I care about this girl going to Brazil? I don't know her. Like, how did I get in her? How did I get into this Brazil group?
I don't even know this young lady. You know what I mean? I really don't care. I just want you to watch the show.
Just watch the show.
Just watch the show. We want to say what up to everybody who's watching, man. If you're listening on the podcast, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you listening, all our listeners on the Not the Same Podcast. If you listen on the MTMV Network podcast, what up? You know what I mean? This is also being going to be played on the radio, Dash Radio, aka GH3 Radio. You know what I mean? Yes, what up? You know what I'm saying? Come look up Not the Same Podcast, notthesamepodcast.com, and come check us out. You know what I mean? We do this every week, 3 times a week. Some weeks, kind of like this week. Every other week is 2 times a week. We always in the place, always in your face, and we always trying to make a space for us. That boy got bars, boy.
Yeah, that boy came over. Hey,
that
bang. Back in the day, bars. Yeah, back in the day when they used to hit you with the bars after you did your little freestyle or whatever the case may be. Shout out to Hits Hop Radio. They replaying this thing as well.
Salute.
Well, who are the people replaying this thing, man?
I would do that as soon as No, I do it right now, brother. I'm just messing with you. Shout out to all our rebroadcast partners, the MTMV Sports Network. Do y'all know what MTMV stands for? That is a company we are partnered with. Because I used to always be like, what that stand for? My team, my voice. Dope concept.
Hey, go back and look at our interview with Rick Sincere, and you'll see when he came up with My Team, My Voice. You will totally understand how that came about. But shout out to the MTMV Sports Network,
to all them. And our brother Rick Sincere. Salute to all them. Also salute to Border Few Sports, who is re-airing our videos of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show. Salute to them. And our homie Sam with His Hop Radio. And also, soon to come, many more. But for tonight, shout out to Dash Radio. That'll be playing us as well. All right, Rob.
Yep.
Got a question for you, brother.
Yeah, man.
What's poppin'?
What Hagen say? That's the group that had the videos of the guys fishing with Coca-Cola at 2 a.m.
Share it with them too. You can watch the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show while you're drinking your Coca-Cola at 2 a.m.
I mean, if you do that, hey, do what you do, fam. You know what I mean? Or if you drink on something a little bit stronger, they say a little something, put something on your hair, on your chest. I'm not going to suggest it, but if you do it, you're grown. Or if you're young, you know what I'm saying, lock the door. Don't let your parents catch you.
We do not condone those type of behaviors
No.
here on the
See,
Not to Say.
yes, I am joking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get it. What's popping, see?
All right, number one, this is supposed to change, but I didn't change it. But number one, I'm gonna touch on this since this is on the fly. Russell Wilson is traded to the Broncos. We would dig into that a lot more a little bit later in the show, but that was a big trade. Also, my man Carson Wentz was traded from the Colts to the Commanders. First of all, Rob, before we even go into this, Commanders.
I know, man. The Commanders, it just.
I started liking the football team for real. Like I was like, man, y'all should just leave the football team. You know what I'm saying? Because but the former name, and we're not meaning to offend nobody. What up, D? The former name, we're not here to offend nobody. The former name, the Redskins. People that was offending, they weren't even really mad about it. But if I was cool with the football team, that's the subject for another hand. But anyway, what you think about that trade, Rob?
All right, we're going to break down Mr. Wentz here, man. Wentz was in Indy last year. They missed the playoffs. And before that, he was a QB. He was a QB for fans either loved him or hate him in Philly. Hagens can speak on this. He was in Philadelphia. Yep. So the last 3 seasons for the Commanders has been Keenum, Alex Smith, Taylor Heineke, which he had an okay season. If you put up Heineke's stats compared to Wentz, they were almost similar. The only difference is Wentz didn't throw as many interceptions. Heineke went for 22 and 18 last year. He threw 22 touchdowns, had 18 interceptions. Well, Wentz, he threw 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Yeah. But I don't know what Dan Snyder is doing in this situation. I don't know if it's because he's going through all these legal deals that he just throwing stuff out there. But Carson Wentz, I would have rather went with Heineke in the NFC East, over there, than bringing in Carson Wentz. And any Philadelphia Eagles fan will tell you they can have him.
Yeah. Hey, guess what you think? I already know. I know you're not in love with Wentz. Wentz, now this is the thing about Wentz. He's not bad, but he's not good. You know what I mean? He is the most mid quarterback ever. That boy is so mid. And he does the dumbest things at the most inopportune time. You know what I mean? Hagan says Wentz was a good one. The season before getting injured, he was an MVP caliber. Then Foles came in and won a ring. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And almost won it the next year again. Right? But this is the thing, man. Like I think the problem with Wentz is that he knows he's good too much. And he makes dumb plays because he thinks, I'm so good I can make this play. And it messes him up. You know what I mean? So
I agree with you. Not only that, I mean, I guess they had to bring another quarterback in because they had Fitzpatrick behind Heineke. You know what I'm saying? And Fitzpatrick actually was starting and was doing decent. Fitzpatrick, like 53 years old, bro. Like everybody talked about Brady, but Fitzpatrick is like 53 years old. Right. But he got injured and Heineke came in. So maybe that was the deal because Fitzpatrick probably going to go ahead and bow out gracefully.
Yeah, last thing that the Commanders, I hate that name, also paid him the rest of his full contract. It's just dumb. They should have put him. They should have let this man play for his contract. See what he gonna do. So they went ahead and paid my man. Like this. Anyway, moving right along. Aaron Rodgers is staying in Green Bay. Rob.
Yeah, man. He's back with the Packers, but he does not. This is what I'm gonna give. At first he was immunized and not vaccinated. But he did clarify something during his tweet. He said, "Listen, I plan on returning." Back to the Packers and look forward to it, but I do not have a new contract. So at least he did that, and then the Packers went on ahead and gave the franchise tag to Adams, which tells me, he definitely coming back. Definitely coming back. So
I think
looking forward to that.
I think he always knew he was coming back. That's what I think. I think Aaron Rodgers is similar to the next subject we're gonna talk about, but Aaron Rodgers is the drama king. He loves drama. And that Russell Wilson trade messed up all his drama because he was going to be the head story that whole day. And Aaron Rodgers is coming back. And then about 1 o'clock that same day, Russell Wilson knocked him off his pedestal. You know he ain't like that. He just seemed to be a drama dude. He loved the drama. That man, I believe when the season ended, he knew he was coming back. But he's stretching it out just for the drama. You know what I mean?
But you got to think about it. He learned from the best, man. He learned from Brett Favre. You know what I mean? Brett Favre was definitely the drama king. You know what I mean? So he just came over and took over the reins. Scooter, what's up, man?
What's up, Scooter? My brother.
We got one
more
more
things
bro.
to come with Scooter soon too. You know what I mean? We got to wrap, brother.
Definitely.
Next subject, one of Scooter's favorite players. LeBron dropped 56 points on the Warriors this past weekend. Mr. Davis, what you think about that, my guy?
Hey, look, man. When you want to talk about the GOAT, it's gonna always be Michael Jordan for me.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk about a great player and you want to know GOAT 1B,
Marquise, what's up, brother?
You know what I'm saying? GOAT 1B for me. It's gonna have to be LeBron, man. LeBron is awesome, bro.
Scooter said he came right on time. We talking about Bron.
LeBron is awesome. He's an awesome player. He really is. I mean, he dropped 56 on the Warriors, and the Warriors was in the slide. So
right.
Does that really mean anything? They still not in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Is LeBron is 37? Am I right? Is he 37? 36 or 37?
He's somewhere in there. In basketball years, he about 42 because he started when he was 18.
On God. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I do respect that. You know what I mean? Now their team is trash. They've been trash this year. But LeBron has not been totally trash. The team has been trash, right? And it's something for him to do that at that age. You know what I mean? But,
big time.
But miraculously, a couple of games later, he's like, he's out because his knee hurting a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. My man Marquise, Genuine Life, he said LBJ took Russ so he can pass him on triple doubles. What you think, bro? Point. Hey. And Scooter gonna argue with it. You know he petty like that. You know he petty like that.
Might be it. That might
you know he always come with the petty machete. What up, JT, brother?
JT, brother was good. Hey, JT, hey, everybody that's tuning in, what's good with you? The 56 points, okay. I mean, it's LeBron. I expect it. It's not, you know what I mean? It's LeBron over a hey, make the playoffs, Brian. I need to see you get to the play-in game. You know what I mean? And it's not just LeBron's fault because I got LeBron on my fantasy squad. Let's get that straight. So, Scooter, don't think I'm hating. Whenever LeBron put up these type numbers, I'm over there like this, bro. I'm excited.
Happy.
Hey, my fantasy team looking right over there. But
he
gonna gas out. You know what I mean? He's doing LeBron is playing with this Lakers team. It's reminiscent of when he played with the Cavaliers the first go round.
Mm-hmm.
I lied to you not. This reminds me of when he had the first Cavaliers squad with Agaskis and Mo Williams and all them cats that got in their feelings when he left and went to, Miami. But you dig what I'm saying. This is what it reminds me of, bro.
Scooter says, I believe they will make it to the play-in game and get to round one. It's a high possibility.
It's a very high
depends
possibility.
on fragile AD. You know what I'm saying? If he comes back, then maybe so. You know what I mean? LeBron. Hey,
as long as it don't rain or anything like that on the West Coast, where AD, if the weather just change,
I'm telling you,
that man something gonna be hurt.
Now everybody got a big mama, their grandmama, whatever you call grandmama. You know, when big mama and grandmama, they can tell you, it's gonna rain in a couple of days, boy, because my knee acting up. That's AD.
Hey, bro, something ain't right. My pinky hurt,
bruh. All right, man, for our last subject, man, on a more serious note, Brittany Griner is detained in a Russian prison. Rob, I'm going to let you get the details on that, but this is pure D trash, brother.
So Brittany Griner goes through customs. She has a couple of cartridges with the CBD in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Smoke your herb, whatever the case may be.
Right.
They lock her up for contraband. She's been playing over in Russia for the longest. She got caught up. Now she got caught up at the wrong time, folks.
That's what happened.
She got caught up at the wrong time. Russia being real petty. You know what I mean? And she got caught up at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
But I blame the WNBA for this. And this is the reason why. If y'all would pay y'all players the right amount of what they're worth, these women would not have to go and work overseas on the off season playing a whole year of basketball, no off season in order to get their bread up because the WNBA don't want to pay them. Right. So when your top caliber players, the big names that draw people to the WNBA, Brittany Griner is a big name.
Absolutely.
She plays for the Mercury. If you don't know, she plays for the Phoenix Mercury. Yes. She can dunk on you by like drop step dunk.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like she got that dog in her.
Yes.
And she has to go and play in Russia because her contract is, I think, $520,000 a year. Come on, WNBA. Come on, WNBA. Y'all got to do better than this for your players, man. If you're trying to put a product out there, then take care of your star players. That's a product. Right. The NBA players do go overseas, but them are the lesser known people, or when you're in the twilight of your career. When you're at the peak of your career, you don't see nobody in the NBA going overseas to play ball. Come on, dog. They got to get this right.
A WNBA star, this should have never happened to a WNBA star. Now, I will say this. If it's wrong over there in that country, she got caught slipping. That's the point. Yeah. But this is a petty crime. But this is bars again. It's a petty crime in petty times. Russia is in war, and they don't love the U.S. right now anyway because of all this NATO stuff. So it's bad, man. But I pray that sis get out. You know what I mean? Because
now the one thing she got going for us is she's a sports figure, and Russia loves their sports. And if she's a star over in Russia, then it may be some ways to get some stuff slipped through. But if she's been over in Russia being a butthole like she can sometimes be over here in America, I ain't looking too hot. But WNBA, step your game up.
Like D said, you see soccer starting to pay their women. Come on, WNBA. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get into this soapbox segment. We're a little bit behind, but it's all good. Let's get it.
Oh, good.
Soapbox.
All right, Soapbox Segment, man, it's where we have 2 minutes to go off on whatever we want to go off on, similar to what Rob just did with the WNBA, something like that. You know what I mean? And at the end of it, you hear, what'd you say, brother?
It was just a precursor to what we on.
Precursor. And when it's over, you hear something that goes like this, and then it's over. So, as a custom, because we always like our custom as brown people, I let Rob go first. Brother, let's get it.
Man. Let's go. Hey, it's that time of year. Gamblers about to go crazy. So-called experts consult on what they call the bracketology, filling out hundreds, if not thousands, of sheets. Almost every office across America starts their friendly pool that ends up into fights sometime. Y'all know what it is. Beginning this Sunday, March 13th, running through April 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, March Madness is now here.
Yep.
If you are not a basketball fan, I truly invite you to watch not just the men, but both the men and women tournaments of 64 field for a true national championship. I say true because it don't matter if you're a big powerhouse or if you're a small itty-bitty school that made it in. March Madness will put you on the map. This is what I'm going to tell you. I've said this before, college football can really get something from March Madness because we look at the powerhouses in football, but when it comes to March Madness, you got 64 teams. First of all, right now they're playing in their conference championships from the ACC, the SEC, Big 12, Big 10, and whoever wins those championships, if they're not even in the top 25, guess what? You get an automatic bid because you won your conference, so you could come up on that. Then the night before, you got the play-in game for number 64, where you play in so you can get that 64 slot. The NCAA basketball have perfected this thing when it comes to tournaments and when it comes to getting a true national championship because Gonzaga wasn't on the map years ago. They're on there now. They're a powerhouse. People know about them. And with social media, you're starting to get a lot of people like Austin P. They can pop in and do something. The year that Stephen Curry, we all went crazy when he was playing for Dayton, I believe. So March Madness is here. I'm excited. It starts this Sunday. And I don't know what my Duke Blue Devils gonna do. They let my man Coach K down last week. That's a whole different story. But I'm excited for March Madness, man. Let's get it.
All right. I agree with you, brother. And most people that don't even like sports, they rock with March Madness because you do your brackets and it's fun. And you can just pick blindly and mess around and come up on some money. We ain't telling you to gamble, but go and get your brackets in, though. All right. My soapbox today is something that is not sports related. This is something, a lot of times I come from stuff that just aggravate me, and I'm just going to be honest about something that really aggravates me. If you are a driving individual, you have all seen this, and some of you may be this person I'm talking about. You ever come up to a stoplight and you have a left turning lane, right? And there's a lane, and like there's a light designated for you to turn left, right? And there's 2 other lanes to the right to keep going straight. Y'all have seen that. You know what I'm talking about, Rob? You get it?
Oh, yeah.
So you get in the turning lane. Have you ever seen somebody turn from the lane right next to you and just turn left and cut you off? You people are the worst. You people cause wrecks. You people get on my very last nerve. And one of the people I'm talking about is Mr. Davis. For some odd reason, you don't understand that there is a turning lane made for turning. That's the purpose of a turning lane. That's why you have a whole lane, so you don't cut off somebody and cause a wreck. You cause wrecks. This is a problem. This is a problem. And I'm talking to Stanley Robert Davis right now. I'm messing with him, but no. I said it, Stanley Robert Davis, this way for your driving. No, I'm kidding, brother. I didn't even know this was you. I'm joking. But since it's you can get this too. Dog, why is it so hard to comprehend that there's a turning lane? Ooh, I thought about it. I'm supposed to turn now. Go to the next light and turn around because you cause wrecks. I talk about this area of St. Louis when you move from Mid-County area, Olivet area, and you move into the North County right past the airport, and all of a sudden the driving start getting real crazy.
It changed.
You fellas and you sisters that do stuff
you
like
want words.
that. You want words. Fam, learn how to drive, fam. You are causing wrecks. I'm just saying. Bruh, if you ever look on 170 right before you get to the 270 junction where it turns to the right, look to the left ditch and look to the right ditch. I'm going to tell you what you're going to see. 2 to 3 cars all the time. Not just when it's snowing, because you one words don't know how to drive, man. Let's get into the debate feud. Jesus, help these folks.
Can't help it. They timid out here, brother.
I'm saying I'm a
brother,
thug on these streets.
You can't be timid out here in these streets. Hey, anybody from the DMV?
Here,
hey, listen, anybody from the DMV, from Chicago.
I feel attacked. They're my peoples. I ain't never caused a wreck. That's cause you gone. Right. You ain't look back. That's how you don't know, my guy. You don't know.
Listen, brother. If you from LA, Atlanta, the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia, or Chicago. You got to be an aggressive driver. You can. Okay. I learned how to drive in the DMV, baby. If you don't know how to drive, then I'm sorry. You got to get out the way. You know me, man. I got road aggravation all day long.
Here's the point, Mr. Davis, before we get into the debate feud. You got the wrong 3 letters. We are in STL. It is not ATL. It is not the DMV. It is not LA. It's not NYC. It is STL. It ain't that much traffic. And everybody driving on 70, can you deal with a curve? My God, Jesus. Anyway, let's get into the subject. Why is it so hard to go around a curve, man? Anyway, we on the debate feud segment.
Let's get it.
And on the debate field, we give 5 minutes to subjects to see a little timer like this. Then you hear a buzz at the end. You know what I mean? Hey, I ain't mad at you, because I ain't mad at you about driving on Grand. I get it. All right, the first subject we gonna get into is this. Russell Wilson moving to the Broncos. Who would be the best QB in the AFC? Who would be the best QB in the AFC after Russell Wilson has moved to the Broncos? Mr. Davis, let's get it.
All right, man. My top 5 AFC in no particular order before y'all start throwing them up there. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and now that Mr. Wilson is over there, Russell Wilson. Those are my top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC.
Okay.
And until anybody knocks Mr. Mahomes off the top, it is what it is, brother. That's all.
Uncle Frank, what's up, Uncle? My bad. Let me say this right quick, Rob. What up, nephew? I'm listening to you and Rob for some tips to go back to work and talk smack to my coworkers about this March Madness.
Tune in next week,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so those are my top 5. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and our newly AFC brethren of quarterbacks, Russell Wilson, is definitely top 5. What's your take on that, brother?
My take is this, is that Mr. Patrick Mahomes will still be the king of the AFC, right? But he has a whole lot more competition. And Russell Westbrook used to always hate the NFC West. And now he's moved to the AFC West, and he's going to still hate the AFC West because he still got my man, what's the dude for L.A. Chargers? You said Hubert? Is it Justin Hubert, I believe? Yeah. He nice.
Hubert,
STA, what's up, brother?
STA, you got Derek Carr, you got to deal with.
Derek Carr, you know what I mean? It's a lot of talent in that AFC, brother. It's a lot of talent quarterback wise. Man, what's up, Rio? Brother Rio in the building.
What's popping?
Good to
what's
see
up,
you, brother.
Allen?
Yeah, man. But Josh Allen is a beast. Josh Allen is a beast. I would say 1 and 2 is Patrick Mahomes, then Josh Allen. And I think Josh Allen is gonna knock off Patrick Mahomes probably next year, my opinion.
That's a big statement, bro.
But now the Broncos gonna be a problem because what are the Broncos have always been known for? Defense.
Defense or offensive line.
Yeah, they always been, it's always been kind of like Chicago. They always been known for defense, but when they get a real quarterback, just like that one time they had Big Head, Peyton Manning. When they had Big Head Peyton Manning, went to Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Peyton Manning couldn't throw 5 yards, and they still
that boy was throwing
one.
them ducks, as they say. them ducks were quacking all the way through the air.
Right. That man was throwing with the opposite arm. They still won.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't know, man. What weapons do we have? And now, I'm not gonna even sit up here and lie. I wish our brother Van was on tonight. He not, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what weapons Wilson gonna have. Is it any better than the Seahawks? Because Broncos just gave up a lot just to get this man. So is he going over to a team that's gonna give him some weapons? I mean, hey, if y'all in the chat, let us know.
Just like what my man ST Elliott talking about. My guy Jared Judy is a good receiver, man. So that guy, and then let's see.
Okay, so y'all, that's
Mahomes,
one. What else
Wilson,
we got?
Burrow. I feel you. My brother Marquise. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're on the same page with that.
On the same wavelength, man. I just say, man, like Wilson gonna be good. It's gonna be rough to get out of that AFC, man. But I still think some of the top quarterbacks gonna still be the top quarterbacks because Wilson ain't been that great for Seattle for the last couple of years, man. You mean my man Marquise, he'll tell you he from up there in that area. He ain't been that great. He been hurt a little bit, and also he lost some help. But we'll see, man. I'm excited about it because I love to see new blood in some new places, man. But, I don't think he's going to move to the very top. But he is a very high-quality quarterback. Speaking of Russell Wilson, I heard that Washington was trying to get him, and they couldn't get him, so they moved on to Carson Wentz, which was just dumb.
That's not even a consolation prize, bro. That's
not a consolation prize, dog. Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, I'm put it up under the sign. Like, you can't even see it. These two are not the same. Pond Eye Show,
but
they're not the same.
Here, man. Y'all just take this one word. We don't even want it. Just take it.
Take that, man.
But right. But this is what I'm gonna say, man. It's big news because it's Russell Wilson. It's not big news like it's about to put the Broncos in position to win anything. I haven't heard anybody say that. Yeah, I said that was my top 5. I said Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Russell Wilson now that he's over there. But my man in Buffalo, he might got something to say about that because he proved himself. You know what I'm saying? What's my name? Jones.
Josh Allen.
I mean, no, not my man in New England. I'm sorry. The little young guy in New England.
Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
Yeah,
who?
Jones. So, I mean, when you look at it, he may got something to say about that.
All right. Marquise says he has solid wide receivers: Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and Patrick. I know about Jerry Jeudy. I know of Cortland Sutton. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Hey, way to Google that for us while we was on the air.
Nah, man, he a football guy, brother. You tripping? You tripping?
Hey, he ain't never paid. I'm telling you, he ain't never paid attention to the Broncos.
Yep, you missed the Cortez, and brother, I was in my bag. You might be one of these drivers. We got to go back and see about it. Rob had to admit himself. And Higgins. All right, man. Next subject. This was next one. This is a good one. Is Ben Simmons more messed up than we realize? Got a picture for him. This guy, that boy got the Photoshop looking nice over there. Is Ben Simmons more messed up than we realize?
Use the same.
Mr.
They might have used the same Photoshop they used for Zion Williamson, just colored his skin like.
He a little
Zion
lighter,
ain't that small. Anyways, I think he is. I honestly think he has PTSD, bro. Like, I think he got PTSD when it comes to jumping on that court. Yeah, I really do on the basketball sense. You know how just the sound of the arena, the thought of the game, and then you just freeze up because you remember not taking a layup or you remember the backlash that you got. Like we make fun of him and we said certain things about him, even on this show. Like, come on, bro, you 6'10" and passed up the layup, but you got to think about this. That's different, man. You got thousands of fans playing. I mean, screaming and doing all this, and your teammates turned his back on you. Yeah. I will say this though. I think they play Philadelphia tomorrow. They say he's gonna be on the bench. I guarantee this ghost back injury that he has all of a sudden. I don't know how he got injured, and he's been chilling all this time. I guarantee he plays his first game after this Philly game. Because if he goes to Philly and get booed, that boy is gonna go into a shell that we ain't never seen before.
Yeah, I think some of it is his mental It's some mental issues. You know what I mean? You know, he say no Google. Got you, brother.
I'm messing with you, brother.
Yeah. I think some of it may be some mental issues, man, and that may be a problem, and it's quite understandable because your coach and your greatest teammate, Mr. Joel Embiid, turned on you. You know what I mean? He turned on him, so that is a problem, and that is a real problem, and that could bother him, man. But I will say this, and I thought I wanted to make this one of the questions, but I ain't have time. Just like with Westbrook. Look, man, you paid a lot of money to deal with this stuff. And people are real, and I get it, that people are real and they're dealing with stuff, and you got real issues and all that, bro. But this is the job, fam. This is the job. Yeah. Kind of like we was talking about in the Bible study last night. Some things are required for the position you're in, right? So, Ben Simmons, you are a basketball player. You've had a whole year, over a year, basketball year, I'm talking about, of the season, to get your mind right, fam. When you got traded, you should have played that week, in my opinion. No, it shouldn't have been no month-long ramp-up. Bruh, I guarantee, I'm pretty sure the 76ers got with your representation and told you, yo, we're going to try to work on you getting out of here at the trade deadline. Okay, you should have been going in right then and there. Yep. They should have waited 1 week, and then you should have got on in there. Like, why you ain't ready? Like, man, that's trash to me.
They should have did what Harden did.
Appreciate
you know what I mean? Harden came back. Harden came back after the All-Star. You know what I'm saying? He was hurt. After All-Star, he was ready to roll. If y'all wanted to make sure he didn't play in Philly, it was real simple. Rest. He ain't played in a year. He ain't played nothing this year. All you got to do is let him play up in them games. Kyrie gave you a 50 ball last night. You could have participated in that. You dig what I'm saying? And then when you got to the Philly game, he out for rest. Nobody would have questioned it. We would have questioned it, but who really gonna question it? And his legs not under him. So I guarantee he'll be on that court after this Philly game.
Bro, Marquis said they did say he had back tightness because he hasn't played. You know one thing. Now a lot of people say this in the NBA, but I believe this as someone who played just a little bit of basketball. You know, I wasn't great. Played a little bit in college. You only get in basketball shape. Here's the great solution: playing basketball. You ain't gonna practice and get into NBA game shape. I don't care how much you run on the treadmill. I don't care how many weights you lift. I don't care what type of diet you on. You're only gonna get better playing basketball. Prime example, James Harden. James Harden had this tight hamstring or whatever. And look, we know he was kind of flogging a little bit, faking a little bit. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get better without playing, fam. Like, he got to get on the court and play. And look, nobody expect you to come out there dropping threes anyway. You couldn't shoot. So all you got to do, go up there and run up and down the court and block some shots. That's all they need for you to do. The Nets got enough scores. They don't need you to score. They need you to play defense.
Nope. Facilitate. That's all they really need you to do. You can facilitate all day long. And like Rio said, he should have been out, and he really should have played against this Philly game. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly on that. He should have played against Philly game.
Game shape. It's hard to simulate that feeling when not playing. Exactly, bro. Like, you're not going to get in the game shape practicing with the team. It ain't the same. They're not practicing as hard as you playing that game with them lights on. That's a whole different level. When somebody trying to bust your tail on that court, you gonna go harder. Like, they ain't gonna try to kill you in practice. Go ahead, Rob.
I say this and we'll end it. I just really think if he would have played in this Philly game and had a bad game and the boos would have started, that boy would have went into a cocoon and messed him up. One thing you got to understand, mental health is not a game, bro.
This is facts. But I will say this, mental health is not a game, but they pay you to play ball. Just like they pay me to go to work, they pay you to go to work. I can scream mental health all I want, but I got to take my butt to work. Miss Jones, how you doing, Miss Jones? They got safeguard. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Yes, they got
They
safeguards
got it.
for the job. I agree with you, but
that ain't what I was about to say. What I was about to say is you take the millions you making and you get somebody that's gonna help you get through it. That's
what
what
Rob
I'm
said,
getting at.
and you get one of. Let's get it. All right, next subject. NFL drops all COVID protocols. Will other leagues follow? Rob, let's go.
Hey, what's the most lucrative professional sport out there right now? They're gonna follow.
Yes.
Nobody wants to go up against the beast that is the NFL when it comes to money making. It's no secret why the NBA hated when COVID. What did it say?
I'm laughing at my man Marquise. He said James Harden got flopping injuries.
Yeah, no doubt. It's no secret why the NBA don't want to have their season prolonged into the NFL season. There's a purpose for this because they know their ratings drop. See, when the NFL is over with, most casual fans, that's when they come and start watching the NBA. You know what I mean? So you
they don't think it starts till Christmas.
Yeah, protocols is going to definitely drop. That because, hey, if the NFL doing it, let's go. Now the NFL got other areas they need to work on. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
they're gonna follow, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think they will follow, and I think it is because of this. It comes down to one word: money. Money. At the end of the day, it comes down to money. When it has become clear that everybody that get COVID ain't dying, and when it get down to where some and a low percentage of people are dying, now are people dying? Obviously, I'm not debating that. It's a lot of people that have COVID and they get over it and they move on, right?
Right.
When they got to that point, they got to being like, yo, fam, you got symptoms? Nah. So you just pop positive on this test, but you got what they call it, asymptomatic.
Yeah, asymptomatic.
Oh, look, bro. Hey, rub some dirt on that joint, get back here on this field.
Right.
That's what it's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming down to dollars and cents. I solely believe. You remember in the NBA, December, it was COVID tests every other day, right? And then all of a sudden, like magic, it disappeared right at the All-Star game. You know why? Because they weren't gonna cancel this All-Star game. They said they went from testing every day. You remember Adam Silver? We gonna test every day, and then you ain't heard them talk about it no more. It's like, oh, everybody doing better. They ain't doing better. Just stop testing. They just didn't publicly say it. NFL just don't care because they the big bad wolf when it come to sports.
Yeah.
They just gonna go on and say it. What y'all gonna do? You gonna stop watching?
Hey.
Nah. Ain't nobody gonna stop watching.
They got it. They got it before. The NFL didn't get one word of the day for nothing.
For real, man.
The NFL some goons out here in these streets, and I'm gonna tell you something. Of course, they gonna do it, especially if it's gonna help their brand move forward with no type of restrictions or delays on anything. If you lift this ban, guess what? Every stadium that they have can be filled with fans, and it ain't no type of protocols to be done. So now you're not even worried about that, unless your city implements something. The NFL, like, yo, come through. Even your city, FedEx Forum, they didn't lift most of these NBA no protocols. Right. You don't got to show no back. When me and you went saw the Heat,
we had to
play
show
the Grizz. We had to show our cards, vaccination. No more. That's gone. You know what I'm saying? So NFL, yeah, they gonna follow suit. Definitely gonna follow suit.
Because the NFL, like we say, they the big dogs. You know what I mean? Nobody ratings wise, there's no other sport close other than football, not football. Football overseas. You know what they say, the real football, right? Them the only people that's doing them type numbers. But NFL, as far as American sports, it is like NFL football, college football, maybe college something else, then the NBA. We love the NBA, me and Rob, but it don't move the needle so much. Hockey too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everybody else gonna follow suit. They gonna follow suit. I just think. And I think they have already followed suit. They just haven't said anything. You know,
NFL just the first to go public.
Yeah, right. Like I said, they the one words. They don't care. They don't care because
not at all.
They ain't finna lose nothing. NFL, they didn't have people getting murdered. They didn't have people gambling. They didn't have people physically abusing women. All kind of stuff. Them ratings ain't went nowhere.
None.
Nowhere.
A matter of fact, some of the guys that's doing it, They ain't went nowhere.
I mean, there's some quarterbacks that's going to get celebrated with the Hall of Fame that got all type of cases. And ain't nobody going to bring it up. I mean, it hit different, man.
Right.
It's the good old boy system in the NFL, bro, for real.
It is, bro. It is. And that's the reason why they can continue to do what they do as far as equality goes, because who gonna stop them for real? Like it ain't nothing gonna happen, because we're gonna keep going to the games. They're gonna keep getting reported. They're gonna keep getting coverage. So that is what it is, man.
Is what it is. And with that note, that's it. On to the next. Last subject of the Debate Fuel segment. Let me get rid of this one. Is Popovich the GOAT of NBA coaching with 1,335 wins, 5 titles, and with 1 franchise? Is he the GOAT of coaches? Rob?
Hey, hit that note button for me, please.
Let me get you straight, brother. My bad. Let me get
no. Go ahead. Yeah, nah. Look, first of all, this is what I will tell you. Greg Popovich is the GOAT of boring coaching. And what I mean by that, Greg Popovich is the Bill Belichick of the NBA. And what I mean by that, he has I'm not saying championship-wise. Hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's the Bill Belichick of the NBA, because he has a system, and no matter who you are, I'm going to plug you into my system, and we're going to win. He won with David Robinson. He won with Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard. It doesn't matter. The man got five rings, 1 franchise, but I can't call him the GOAT. My GOAT will have to be Phil Jackson.
Come on, bro.
You know what I mean? Phil Jackson got 6 with 1 franchise. Then after he left that franchise, he went and got 3 more with another franchise.
Yes.
So it's, to me, it's Phil Jackson, then Pat Riley, and then I'll put Greg Popovich up there. This is my era of basketball. So if anybody what about Red Auerbach? I don't know him. I know these guys. I've seen these guys. I've seen them. I've seen Pat Riley with the Lakers. I've seen Pat Riley with the Knicks, and then with the Heat. That's winning pedigree right there. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Phil Jackson with the Bulls and then with the Lakers, and I've seen Pop with all his championships with the Spurs. So that's my Mount Rushmore of coaching, if you will. Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and then Greg Popovich. Go ahead, Steve.
My answer is no, absolutely not. He is not the GOAT of coaching, but he's a very, 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 very good coach. But I was always anxious to see this, because in basketball, a coach is only good as his players, right? When Popovich got the job, he had David Robinson. When David Robinson started getting old, they drafted Tim Duncan. Because of the lockout season, they ain't mess around, got a high pick, although they was a playoff team, and they mess around and got Tim Duncan. All right, so when David Robinson went out, Tim Duncan moved in. Tim Duncan played power forward with David Robinson. They won a championship. Then he became the centerpiece. He was a center, but they called him a power forward or whatever, and he rolled. So he had Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. You know, then later, and then they had a lot of good role players around there. Switch them out. It don't matter, right? And he had the talent. And long as Tim Duncan was there, they won a lot. The moment Tim Duncan, and then they messed around, drafted Kawhi Leonard, right? He is the greatest with a certain type of personality. He's the great coach. He's a GOAT of a pliable personality. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, you know, he's not a jerk, right? He's not going to buck back. He's a company man type guy, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Manu, same person.
There,
huh?
That's a good one right there.
Yeah,
company
you know,
man.
company. He a company man. All them. Tony Parker, company man. Tony Parker went to the Hornets with pure D trash. You know what I mean? But Kawhi Leonard was not a company man. He seemed to be, because he has such a bland and dry personality. But he decided, I want to be a star. And he could not keep him there. To me, that was one of his biggest failures. Now, we blame a lot of it on the Kawhi, right? But what they did to Kawhi was similar to what happened to Ben Simmons. If y'all remember, Kawhi had like a thigh injury that year right before he left there. And Tony Parker came out and said, well, you know, I had the same injury. I was back like 3 weeks, right? And then Coach Pop was like, well, I don't know when he going to play, right? They didn't support my man. And he was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm going to go somewhere and win. And he went and did it. So that was his biggest failure. The reason I would put Phil Jackson number one because that didn't happen to Phil. You know what Phil knew how to do? Manage them egos. That is his great. He is a great coach, and he got X's and O's, and he came up with the triangle offense, and he had his guy Tex Winter with him, and all that, and that was great. But the biggest thing he could do was manage those egos. He managed Jordan and Rodman and Pippen. He kept them together, got the championships. Then he went over there and dealt with Shaq and Kobe, which is even worse, more volatile than Jordan. Now Jordan was whooping on folks, he crazy, but Kobe's little baby Jordan, same mentality. Same way, right? And he was able to manage all them. So, hey, Phil Jackson is the GOAT to me of coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, when Phil got somewhere with no talent over there at the New York Knicks, he looked like trash too. You got to have players, fam. You got to have players. You ain't got no players, you can't win as a coach. It don't matter how great of a coach. You can't exit your way out of not having talent. It just don't happen.
Flat out.
Yeah, man. So, let's get into this one word of the day, man. Then we're going to wrap it up, get on up out of here. Let's get it.
What's up? It's AI The Anomaly, and I'm here with Not the Same Podcast. So y'all better stay tuned and stay locked in.
What's up? It's the publisher here, Mr. Kelly Cole, and you're rocking with Not the Same Podcast. Keep it locked.
This one word. No.
Of the day.
The one word of the day is Mr. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley has been suspended for 1 year, possibly at minimum, they said, a year from the NFL for gambling on games. Rob, let the people know what happened with Mr. Ridley, man.
So Mr. Ridley was out on a non-football injury, and while he was out, decided he wanted to go place some bets. Not only did he place bets, which is nothing wrong with placing bets, but when you play in a professional league and you place bets on the same game that you play in and you bet on your squad, whether you own or not, come on, man. That's it. That's called inside. When people
Insider
get flagged
trading.
and get arrested. Yeah, that's insider information. Whenever you get trader inside information, like you cannot do that. It's in the bylaws. It's in your contracts.
Yep.
And this fool had the nerve to tweet about it also. So I don't know if he didn't know.
And matter of fact, and just for that, Rob, look at him.
Look,
we got the tweet. I bet $1,500 total. I don't have a gambling problem. Says the millionaire.
Says the millionaire. But guess what?
Right.
Y'all ever heard of your losses, bro? My man bet 15 and just lost 11 mil. He bet 1,500 and lost 11 mil. He will not get his game checks next year, which is worth $11 million, brother. That hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Soul.
Like, first of all, the 1,500 hurt my feelings that he even bet.
Right.
You know what
Bet
I mean? I ain't
himself.
hurting over here. Hey, I ain't hurting over here, but I ain't putting 1,500 on nobody. I don't care how. I'm not a gambler though, so that's me. But 11 million, bro. 11 million. I sure hope you had something in the reserves, my dude.
Right.
Otherwise, it's time to go ahead and put the house up for sale. Live in your little condo for about a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? And cut off some of the homies. Some of the side pieces in there. Yeah, some of the side pieces, if you got them. Some of them ratchets got to go. Because you out 11 million, my dude.
11 million hit hard. That hit different, fam. 11 million, bro.
Go ahead, see.
11 million over a little scratch off. It ain't a scratch off, but you get what I'm saying. 11 million on a little scratch off, fam. I know it's just a scratch off to you, dog, but bruh, you done mess around and mess up your job. And who's to say, you know how the NFL is after you get suspended? You know what I mean? Who's to say they gonna let you back in? You know what I mean? They don't let everybody back in. Like, you got to be cold to get back in. I'm not saying my man ain't good, but I'm just saying you got to be cold. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like AB. Now, AB can cut crazy and get stupid and all that and still get back because he cold.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Boy got them hands. He
got them hands. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man. Look, we always look at people spend money like the celebration. Man, I spent 15 and won 11. No, this is the opposite. I spent 15 and lost 11 mil. 1,500, 11 mil. Y'all do the math, man. I don't care who you are, how rich you are. 11 mil is 11 mil. And that hurt, bro. So yeah, he definitely the one word of the day, bro.
Yeah, he the one word of the day, man. Do better, man. Hey, and I always remember, as we always say, PTB, fam, you got to protect the bag. He did not protect the bag. Bro, protect the bag. 1,500 cost you $11 million. Was it worth it?
$11 million, brother.
He's still tweeting, just popping off, talking reckless and all that. Brother, you losing $11 million. I would be I'm calling Goodell right now. Hey, man, look, I know I'm out of here, but, bro, hey, my bad, fam. You know what? Right. I need to do some community service or something. Like, I'm trying to be in good graces right now.
Right now, brother.
Before I even apply for reinstatement, dog.
Can we mitigate these things?
Mitigate? Hey, look, man. Hey, man, you need some help. Look, man, I take a meal. Let me do something for you, dog. Right. You need a driver?
Right. Because that suspension, y'all, and I know we joking, but that suspension, a lot of times that means no association with the team, no practice facilities, no workout facilities. A year off can mess up a player, especially at that caliber. A year off, if you don't have the discipline, can mess up his whole career, man, as far as his workout regimen, any of that stuff. So hopefully he got the discipline. He didn't have it with the gambling and tweeting, but hopefully he got the discipline to stay on top, bro. And
man.
Woo.
I hope the best for you, my guy, and I hope you put some money to the side, because, dog, I mean, I know it's just 1 year, and, you know, if you seem like somebody's going to really get back in the league, somebody probably toss you a couple of loans or whatever, bro, but it's still bad, fam. That's a bad look.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get to Rob's favorite part of the show.
Yo, first of all, thank y'all for sliding through tonight. But since you've been watching, or if you've been watching, have you ever thought, I like what these guys are doing with these podcasts? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Yes, I said these and not this, because we have multiples. You can go to our Cash App. Yeah, multiple podcasts, man. Go to our Cash App, cash sign, Not the Same Podcast. You can go to our website, notthesamepodcast.com/support, or you can buy the merch. You know what I mean? And just hit that like, subscribe, notification button, just like that there. And something that we don't always say, share it. You know, tell folks about it. We said it. We was joking earlier before a lot of people got in. Y'all are, if you're on Facebook, I guarantee you are part of at least 20 groups. Next time we come on, share it to all 20 of them joints. Please. You don't go in them anyway, just share it. You know what I'm saying? That's a way that you can support us, fam. That's a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow night with a Music and Faith show. We got something good for you. We don't know what it is yet. I'm kidding, but I'm not. But, hey, we got something good for you. And, hey, tune in, man. We back live and direct at 6 o'clock. We appreciate everybody as always. And, yo, shout out to Dash Radio, GH3. Playing us tonight. And, hey, if you want to find us on a more regular basis, look us up at www.notthesamepodcast.com. All right, man. I'm C. Micah.
I'm Rob Redeem.
We is out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yes.
In us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power.